Today we're going to learn surface area of cylinders. This is not a prism. So no pH plus 2B. Does everybody hear me? That is only for prisms. This is a cylinder. So remember, a cylinder, just like my Clorox wipes, is a cylindrical thing. It has two bases that are circles. And then the side, if I was to cut this apart and lay it down, the side is a rectangle. And if you look at the bottom, that is a cut apart cylinder. Like they took the bases, look, they flap this one out, they flap this one out, and they unroll it. That's what it would look like this. Make sense? Okay, so I want you to go to your star chart and find surface area of a cylinder. Did y'all find it? Here's surface area. Here is cylinder. What is the formula for lateral? 2 pi r h. What is the formula for total? Plus 2 pi r squared. What do you see that they have in common?
2 pi.
Give me more.
RH.
The first part of it, 2 pi RH. Do y'all see that? Right here? This is that first part. So this is the lateral part, and then this is plus the two bases. Does everybody understand? Does the formula look hard? Yes. Is it hard? Absolutely not, because the calculator is going to do everything for you. Okay? Let's write our formulas at the top. Make sure you write them nice and legible. The formula for lateral is 2 pi r h. So tell me, what are the only two pieces you need? 2 is given to you. Do you need it? No, like it's already given to you. Pi is already given to you. So all you need is an r, which means radius. What is a radius? Halfway through a circle. And a height. Guys, there's nothing to solve for. Like, you know how with P we were having to go add them all up. With big B we were having to use a formula. There's nothing like that today. It's super, super easy. Now let's write the formula down for total. Remember, total is this formula again. So 2 pi RH. And then you put plus, write it down please, 2 pi r squared. You still only need an r and an h. Does everybody see? This r and this r are the exact same r, just that you put a squared at the end over here. Okay? Super easy? Now, the hardest part, you've got to read what it's asking for. Is it asking for lateral or total? And then you've got to find it. So we're going to do both for number 1. This is a cylinder. We're going to do lateral first. So the lateral formula is what? 2 pi r h. You need an r and a what? And an h. The radius has to come from the circle. I don't care if it's laying down, like if it looked like this, the radius has to come from the circle. And it is halfway through. Did they give me a radius halfway through?
Yes.
So the radius is 5. The height, you cover the base, which is the circle. What's left? 10. And guys, you're pretty much done. All you have to do is plug it in to that formula. So you're going to do, everybody look, 2 times pi times what's my r, 5 times what's my h, 10. And let the calculator do all of the work for you. Do y'all remember where the pi button is? Okay, so we're going to do 2 times, and the pi button, you have to hit second, and then it's right here above the caret. So 2 times pi times 5 times 10, and what is my answer? If I round to the hundreds, 314.16. So my answer is 314.16 centimeters squared. Now let's find total from the same thing. Now let's find total. What is my formula for total? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. I still already have my R and my H, so I just plug it in. Some of you need to wake up and pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 times pi times, what's my R? 5. What's my H? 10. Plus 2 times pi times my R, 5, to the second power. And this is what I'm going to type into my calculator all at once. Just take your time typing it in so you don't make any errors. All right, so here we go. 2 times pi times 5 times 10 plus 2 times pi times 5. Does everybody remember how to do squared? Right here, there's a shortcut button, okay? And hit enter, and that's your answer. 471.24. So, the square, right here. This is a shortcut button. All right, so 471.24 centimeters squared. So we just found lateral and total. You won't have to do both. You'll be doing one or the other. Are y'all good with the difference in the formulas? All right, let's do number 2. Let's only do total. So I need an R and a what? I need an R and an H. What does the radius have to come from? The circle. Find the circle. Did they give you a radius? Guys, I need you to pay attention. This is the part most people mess up on. Did they give me a radius? They gave me a diameter. Diameter goes all the way through. So how do I get the radius? Cut it in half, divide it by 2. So 6.2 divided by 2 is 3.1. That is the radius. Are y'all all good with how to get radius? Yes or no? Cover the circle. What's the height? 12.2. Now I'm going to find the total surface area. So I'm going to write the formula down. And guys, for today, I'm asking y'all to write the formula down so that you can write it absolutely underneath what you're putting in your calculator. So my formula is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. And again, the reason I'm writing it down is so I can see exactly what I'm going to do. So I am going to do 2 times pi times R. What's my R? 3.1 times H, which is 12.2. That's this part right here. Now I'm going to do plus, that's this part, 2 times pi times my R, which is 3.1, squared. That's this part right here. And I can put it in my calculator all at once. So it's not hard at all. It's just a lot to put in. But guys, 12 years ago, when I first started teaching, my students did this formula without a calculator. It was not fun. Two times pi times 3.1 times 12.2 plus 2 times pi times 3.1 squared. Did y'all get 298.01? Millimeters squared. I don't know. I know when I first started, we didn't have calculators for about 3 or 4 years. So Then the state said we got one because they changed our TEKS and added more algebra stuff. They had to do this without a calculator. Now, we rounded pi to 3 just to make it easier, but it was not fun. All right, I want you to try the last one on your own. We're going to do total. So 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. Again, this is a cylinder that is cut apart. Where does the radius have to come from?
Circle.
The circle. Did they give you a radius? Why? It goes all the way through the circle. So what are you going to have to do to that? All right, go do it on your own and let's see how you do. Okay, if you're still working, that's okay. Keep working. But you need an R and a what? The radius has to come from the circle. So you go to the circle. Is it halfway through? No. So I divide it by 2. 7.5 divided by 2 is 3.75. Check your R and make sure you put 3.75. Yes? The height is the other number. So I cover that up. It's 6.5. Now I plug it in. You should have done 2 times pi times 3.75 times 6.5 plus 2, that's this part, times pi times r, 3.75 squared. That's this part. Yes? All right, now we go type it in. And did you get 241.51? 241.51 what? Centimeters squared. Now, listen carefully. Your assignment is on the Google Classroom. You are going to have to go there to see it. It is not all total. You have to read the question. Some of them ask, guys listen, some of them ask for lateral, and so you're only going to do 2 pi RH. Some of them ask for total, and you're going to do the full formula. Now let me show you what the answer document looks like. Let me show you what I expect. Do you see your answer document? So for number 1, I wrote lateral or total. You're going to read the question, and if it says lateral, I want you to circle lateral. Yes? Then I want you to write the formula. There's only like 6 question. So yes, I expect you to write the formula for every question. So if it said lateral, I will write 2 pi RH. I want to see your R and your H, and then you can put your answer. That way, if you miss it, I can see, did you write the wrong formula? Did your R and your H wrong? Or is everything good and maybe you just typed it in the calculator wrong? Make sense? Okay, go ahead and get on the computer while I pass these out.